They have a question for you.
What? My name is Ethan Brown, class of 2021, and I'm the incoming editor-in-chief of the Flat Hat. So I would say the main thing that I've learned from my time at the Flat Hat is that patience is a really important virtue in any career and anything you really do on campus, but also beyond Williamsburg. When I came to William & Mary, I wasn't really sure if I was going to join the Flat Hat or not, so I kind of joined the internship program like on a whim, and I definitely think over the past 2.5 years I've gotten to learn so much more about how working with people and writing stories requires so much like interpersonal patience, and like it's a really great learning experience to get to work with such a diverse group of people, but sometimes it's kind of tiring, and kind of getting the discipline to overcome that tired feeling and kind of replacing it with a really cool product is really exciting. So I would say what I'm most excited for as being editor-in-chief is being the last person to leave the office every Monday night, and I know that's a pretty kitschy answer, but there's something really cool about the fact that I will come here every day at 4 p.m. every Monday, and then I won't leave until we've all come together and like 40 people have all contributed on a single paper. Like that's pretty wild that I'm gonna be there from literally the start to finish of that production. But in terms of broader changes that I'm really excited to bring to the Flat Hat, I've been working with one of my fellow juniors, Leslie Davis, in starting a new data section at the Flat Hat, where we're hoping to introduce more like data-driven, numerically driven stories both to our news and to our sports section. So I'm really excited to see how that develops over the course of the semester. So my first job, this is a pretty fun one. I was actually a male model at 16. So my father, he like used to do like modeling where he would go and sit for like 3 hours at a time and people would just paint him. And I started doing that too at 16 because they needed an extra person. So I would drive out like 45 minutes to this small town in the countryside right near where I lived during high school. And I would sit still for 3 hours in a variety of strange positions, and I would let a group of elderly women paint me. It was always really fun. They would always have like wine and cheese, which obviously I couldn't partake in because I was 16. But I have been really, really good at sitting still for a very long period of time because you only got breaks every half hour. So I would sit there and have to train myself to not move at all for half an hour at a time, which is a weird skill to have, but definitely one I mastered. If your nose ditched, you just had to like grin and bear it. The thing I would always do to pass the time was like go through the entire United States Senate caucus, which saying it out loud is like the most mortifying thing in the world, but I would try to see if I could name every US senator, and I usually missed like 4 or 5.
Is this why you're a Gov major?
This is why I'm a Gov major. This is the only talent I've learned.